That's also what drove them
The
apart.
life of Lisa Marie and being married to Nicolas Cage.
Marries another and they'll sink the ship.
They would have knockdown, drag-out fights. And looking back, Lisa described the marriage as a big mistake. Nick claimed things just happened too quickly.
I wish we couldn't have rushed the marriage, and sometimes I regret rushing the divorce, but it just seemed like, you know, it wasn't gonna change.
A year later, Lisa jumpstarts her music career. She releases an album, it goes gold that summer, and then she sets out on tour. Her guitarist is Michael Lockwood, and she falls hard for him. They tie the knot in January 2006, marriage number 4.
I am the happiest I've ever been in the most sane, calm, best relationship about that.
And suddenly, she's up for having babies again. In 2008, they have twins, Harper and Finley.
Lisa Marie Presley pregnant with twins.
Lisa Marie will be on double diaper duty this fall when she and husband Michael Lockwood will welcome twins. Pregnancy clearly agrees with Lisa Marie. She is absolutely glowing in these exclusive shots.
Lisa's in a lot of pain after the delivery, so her doctor prescribes her opioids. And that sets off an addiction that will dog her for the rest of her life.
Back at the time when Lisa Marie was giving birth to the twins, doctors were giving out opiates liberally, and there was actually a movement afoot at the time that if anybody was in any pain, they absolutely should be given opiates as much as they needed.
In 2009, a year after she gives birth, Michael Jackson dies of a drug overdose. TMZ was first to report that Michael Jackson had died today. She's utterly devastated, which opens the door to more drug abuse.
It is believed he suffered cardiac arrest in his home.
Your reaction, your first reaction. Real honest to goodness shock, not even tears, just, you know, I was floored, honestly floored.
Lisa's marriage to Michael Lockwood lasts 10 years. In 2016, she files for divorce. To describe this split as nasty is a gross understatement.
They go to war over custody. Lisa claims she found hundreds of images of child porn on Lockwood's computer, but 2 investigations find that those allegations were unfounded. Michael also makes accusations against Lisa, calling her an unfit mother, citing her ongoing drug and alcohol addictions.
We've learned Priscilla was so concerned about Lisa's addictions, she actually sided with Michael Lockwood in their custody war.
In 2017, she sits for a deposition where she admits to having a terrible cocaine problem, admits to mixing alcohol with pills, including opioids. She opens up, revealing that she's been to rehab several different times.
There were insinuations being made and outright allegations that her competency as a mother was in question because of her use of prescription drugs and of her addiction. And so my message to her was that she could actually be in a stronger position by being open and being transparent and being accountable for her own health.
Lisa's terrified that her history of drug abuse could cost her kids.
At the end of the day, the judge gave 60% of the custodial time to Lisa Marie and 40% to Michael Lockwood. Doesn't mean that they don't have issues or they didn't have issues, but none of us are perfect. And in family court, we're just looking for parents that are good enough.
Lockwood asks for a whopping $40,000 a month in child support. Our sources tell us they eventually settle for $6,000 a month.
So Lisa's still reeling from the divorce when tragedy strikes again. And even for someone who's dealt with so many horrible tragedies, this one is just simply too much to bear.
TMZ reported that Benjamin died Sunday, July 12th in Calabasas, California, from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. On July 12th, 2020, Lisa's 27-year-old son, Benjamin, shoots and kills himself in her home. His girlfriend discovers him. Later, the coroner finds cocaine and alcohol in his system.
Benjamin Kehoe took his own life. He was 27 years old. He is the son of Lisa Marie Presley, the grandson of Priscilla and Elvis Presley.
Lisa and Benjamin were extremely close. Family sources tell us they had dinner with each other almost every single night. He was a source of strength for her, and when he died, it gutted her.
She describes her pain as suffocating and bottomless. She locks herself inside her home and she basically doesn't come out for the next 2 years.
Family sources tell us they had brutally candid conversations with Lisa, and they say were it not for the twins, Lisa may have followed on Benjamin's path.
On the 2-year anniversary of Benjamin's death, she writes, "It's a real choice to keep going, one that I have to make every single day, and one that is constantly challenging, to say the least." Multiple family sources tell us Lisa went back on opioids to cope with her grief.
People use opiates to manage emotional and physical pain. They keep going because of the biology of addiction. They can't stop and can't stay stopped because of the biology of addiction.
There's a hero in this. Ex-husband Danny realizes Lisa is in real danger, so he moves in with her. It's not romantic. He moves in to comfort her and to care for the twins for 2.5 years, right up until the day she died.
As for Priscilla and Lisa, we know they barely spoke with one another for years. There was a lot of bad blood between them. Yes, they were with each other at the Golden Globes. Some family members told us they were absolutely shocked to see them sitting at the same table.
A family fractured and grief-stricken, and unfinished business. Who will get custody of the twins, and who will inherit what? On the money front, we know Lisa's death turned out to be a huge reversal of fortune.